Alright, good people, it's 5:45 in the morning. We're going to LaSalle. It's opening weekend. Yesterday was technically opening day. You know, last year in my first video of the year I got a 21 pounder. That was my biggest blue catfish for the year. Very unfortunate. So that should be very easy to beat this year, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's go. It's getting late. Let me show you something. Illinois. Look. We've got serious ice on the ramp. Is your truck all-wheel drive? It's still sliding.
Dustin, I'm sliding. It's full of ice in here.
I cannot even push, dude. Oh my God! I cannot.
Dustin, get over here.
You got it in four-wheel drive?
Are you going in four-wheel drive? Yeah, but I don't want to pull it. We'll come and pull it.
Let's go slow. It'll catch.
No, I don't want to do it.
It's all ice?
Yeah, dude, nasty. Careful. I'm gonna put the emergency right now. Alright? Yeah, you gotta...
Guys, the ramps were so slippery that it was difficult to just stand on your feet. Look at these two guys on the back who were kind enough to get out of their boat and come help this dude with the pickup truck. But look at the first guy of the two, okay? As he was crossing the other ramp to come help the guy with the truck, he actually fell on his ass. So watch when the truck pulls up how the other guy is actually getting off his feet there. Yeah, I feel much better with this, because you don't need much, because if you start spinning, the sand will kind of eat into the ice, and this will make a difference.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that this morning.
Well, when you opened there was no ice.
Yeah, I know.
But once the boat started coming, okay, well, no problems now, but I did lose 1 hour, but there is always something that makes me lose an hour, okay? I don't know why I even wake up early. I can't start fishing before 10 o'clock. Let's see now how long it takes me to catch like 10 shad. I don't need a lot of shad, maybe 5 shad is enough if they're big enough, because I only can fish with 2 rods, so the water in the marina is only 38 degrees, so I'm not gonna cast the net here. I can promise you there is no shad here. Last year I cast the net here when the water was 50 degrees. There was still no shad. All the shad will be at the hot water discharge. So let's go get me some nice shad. Water temperature is 65 now. Big difference from 38. It's like in a Disney movie. Look at these conditions, guys. Lake LaSalle is not a friendly lake, and that was the perfect time for me to find out that I left the remote control for the trolling motor at home, and I just couldn't figure how to deploy it from the foot pedal. I have an app on my phone that once I deploy the motor, I can control it from my cell phone and do just fine without the remote. I've done that before, but you have to deploy it and stow it from the foot pedal, and I had to spend another 20 minutes googling that because I just couldn't figure it out. Look at this, 76 degrees here. I don't know what this is, probably a channel, but we have to find some shad. I mean, look at this car. Look at all these boogers. Okay, so I finally got some shad. I got 3 big ones and maybe 3 dozen tiny ones, but I think the tiny ones will be good because I don't use big baits anyway, and I can put 2 of them on the hook, even 3 of them on the hook, and I'll be just fine. So what I want to do is I'm gonna go down a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna go down all the way down to this corner because the wind is blowing this way, so I think there will be fish on this bank. So I'm gonna go all the way down to this corner. Actually, corners are always good. Uh-oh. See what's going on here. And yeah, I'm gonna start drifting using the motor up and then against the current. Here, honey. Wow. That's why I love ugly sticks. Ugly sticks are the best. Honey, that's a pretty good fish. I'm still fighting it, yeah. Look at this bad boy. I would say 15. I don't know. He's a good boy. Very healthy fish. The first fish of the day. He's a massive thing. Look at this fish, guys. Look at this bad boy. I don't want to wake him because I'll just put too much stress on the fish for nothing. It's not a trophy fish anyway, but I think it's in the high teens. Not quite, where can I say? Not quite a 20, but this is a nice fish for me, okay? For eyefish, this is a nice catfish, okay? He's in good health though. I will be super slimy. Look, there are no scratches on this fish. There are no scratches. This is a young fish. He will be alright, okay? I try to be nice with you. Okay. There you guys. Bye bye. Thanks for the fight. Today though, and this guy feels like an eater unless he's a striper, which is possible on cut bait. He's not that bad after all. Let's see. This is why ugly stick is all you need, guys. Look at this. This is a 5-pound fish at most, and I'm enjoying. Look at this bad boy. Not too shabby. I was wondering why no bite on the other rod, and I thought it's because I got both bites on the rod closer to the bank, but now I don't know about that because something just took it off. So let's put a nice chunk, get back in there. Okay, let's try something different for fun. I'm spot anchored right here by this nose, very close to the bank. Temperature is 83 degrees, only 6 foot deep, and I'm gonna cast a couple of lines behind me here in the hot water. So I'm gonna have one little fish on one hook and 2 little fish on the other hook, and they're just gonna be on the bottom. No demon dragons here. I took the demon dragon rods out, and that's the beauty. These will be spinning rods, so I can cast them easier, because these demon dragon rods, they're not easy to cast. You basically need to drift to use them, but I had those pre-tied at home, and I'm more curious of what's jumping than, you know, believing that there will be a huge catfish here, but let's try. Okay, that's what I thought. So let's get out of here. Look at what I'm dealing with, guys. I mean, this is some rough weather, okay? And I'm dragging the end of the boat close to the riprap. But man, this is some rough weather, because the wind is blowing from this way and the lake is long like this, so the waves get to travel like 2 miles before they get here, so they get pretty high. But this is why I like deep V boats with walk-through windshield. Okay, look, I'm sitting here with my chairs like this, and when I sit on the chair, my head is under the windshield, so it seems really quiet. My camera is exposed though, but if I put it lower, then I don't get a good angle on my rods. So that's the only reason I have beam in the top today. There is no sunshine, but I have it so it can hold my camera. Well guys, today was a struggle from beginning to end. First, the ramp is icy, my car started slipping, I chickened out, I waited until they put some sand on the ramp. Okay, I lost maybe an hour there. Then, as always, I can't find the bait. I'm having problems with finding the shad, and I can't cast the net properly. I cast it alright, but the one time I need to cast it good, I fail, and I spook the fish. The one time I mark shad on my, side imaging, then I'm not gonna cast it right. So I left the house. Man, it's howling. This wind is all day. I mean, you can't tell on the camera, but the wind has been just draining the energy, okay? But yeah, I left the house 5:45. I cast my lines 11 a.m. Okay, so but as soon as I did, I caught a decent fish, and then I caught a few smaller. I caught one maybe 5 or 6 pounder after the high teen one, and then I got maybe 3 or 4 more dinks. I did put a couple in the cooler after all. My wife asked me to get a couple for her friend. So, you know, even with all of the struggles, I gotta be honest with you, I've had days in the summer where I've caught less fish than this, when everything was perfect. I caught the shad right away, the ramp was fine, I started fishing 7:30 in the morning, and I still didn't catch as much. So we gotta count our blessings, you know, when we get them. But hey, as always, I appreciate that you stop by to watch my videos, long or short. I don't know, this one I didn't catch much fish, but probably by the time I'm done with editing will still be kind of long. So yeah, I do appreciate you spending time on my channel. Hopefully next time I catch more. Hey, I'm doing a review soon on the sealing the cork handles of the rods. The only reason I haven't done it yet is because the weather was so cold that the cork cannot dry in my garage, and I don't want to bring it inside where the kids are. But that's coming up soon. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you with the next video. Bye bye.